Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A part 2. I already did a Q&A in another video, in a past video, but I wanted to do another one because I really like these types of videos. I think they're really helpful, honestly, because I'm answering your guys' questions. So let's just boogie right into it, shall we? So the first question that I have is a pretty common question that I get, and I got actually quite a few of them on this one Q&A. What are your degrees? So I think my back is around 36 degrees. The second question is kind of a sad one. How often do you exercise? That's a good question. Never? I'm trying to find an excuse for me not exercising, but it's pretty bad. I mean, I know that there's a couple of exercises that I should be doing for my back. My third video on this channel was actually like exercises for your back for scoliosis. And honestly, I just don't really do them that much, like kind of never. So not very often is the answer to your question. So do you think your life would be different if you didn't have scoliosis, and if so, how different? I think my life would be so different if I didn't have scoliosis, and as cheesy, I guess, as it would sound, I do not regret having scoliosis, or I'm like not sad about it at all. If I didn't have scoliosis, then first of all, I wouldn't have had my braces, of course, and my braces really helped me and like myself, honestly. But yeah, honestly, just like made me more grateful. I think it made me realize that I could be in way worse situations, and I think it really helped me grow. Yeah, and I'm like way less bratty for sure. So I think it definitely changed me a lot and would change my life so much. Third question is, how do they make back braces fit? Do they cast you or what? There's basically two ways of casting you or like fitting you for your back brace. The first one is more like a real cast, and the second one is actually like virtually, I think that's the term. I got the casting method for like 3 of my braces, I think, for 2 of my pectus carinatum braces, and then 1 of my scoliosis brace. And then after my 4th brace, which was my night brace, I got it like virtually cast or something. So for the first method, it's basically exactly like when you break your arm or break your foot. Well, I've never actually broken anything, so I guess I don't really know what that's like, but I would imagine that it's like that. They basically just like cast your whole body, like they would cast your arm. They put water on the cast, and you have to wait for it to like harden, and then like I think when you know it's like more or less hard, like your brace starts to feel really warm or kind of hot. I mean, it never burned me, of course, it never was like that hot. It was just like a little bit lukewarm, a little bit warm. And after for virtually, basically you just have to like put your arms like this, and they take like a scanner thing and they just like scan your whole body, and they create a mold of your body, but virtually. So like the first method is a mold, but like an actual physical casting mold of your whole body and your whole back. And after the second method is basically just a virtual mold, and it was actually really cool to see. That's how they cast you. So my next question is, do you think you'll have to have spinal fusion in the future? I'm honestly like 100% sure I'm not going to be getting any spinal fusion in the future. I'm almost done growing, and my back is at 36 degrees. It'd be really hard to like worsen my back to the point where I need surgery in such a small amount of time, especially because I'm wearing a brace right now, so I really don't think so. My next question is a really fun one, is can you do cartwheels in your brace? Absolutely not. I mean, honestly, I never tried to do cartwheels in my brace. I never tried to do anything with my brace. I just could barely even sit down, so it's kind of hard. But I am like almost 100% sure that you cannot do a cartwheel in your brace. I don't see how that's physically possible. Next question, how much longer do you have to wear a brace? I think it's gonna be around 10 more months till I have to wear my night brace. Next question, how long have you had a brace for? It's been about like 2 years, and I think to be precise, 2 months. Tips for adjusting to a back brace and how to personalize it. So for adjusting to a back brace, I just have a lot of tips on my channel already, but my main ones are to just not push yourself too much when you're just starting to wear a brace. Wear your brace until like you just are starting to really feel sore. Don't push yourself too much. Like don't wear your brace until you're not breathing anymore. That's not a good idea. Really take your time adjusting to the brace. Do not push yourself too much. You're the only one who knows what your pain tolerance is and how much you can wear that brace, so just don't push yourself too much, or else it's really going to disgust you like to wear your brace for like a whole year or 2 years or 3 years. I don't really know, or 4 years or 5 years. I don't know how long you wear your brace for. If you want to see like a whole video on tips, my first ever video on this channel was a tips, like a back brace tips, so you can definitely go check that one out. or if you want more clothing tips, then I have a bunch of videos on that. And after how to personalize your brace, I will show you. So as you can see, there's, I don't know if you can see actually, because it's a pretty bad drawing, but these are rock hard abs. So I basically made a video where I drew on my back brace, and I drew like puns on my back brace, because the first one was, I would always say how I have like rock hard abs. So I drew abs on my brace. After I would say that I would say that I was a robot, because it's like, you know, really hard and robot-y. So I would do robot arms on my brace. And after, I would also always say that I was a turtle, because this is my shell, and I drew a shell on my brace. So that was how I personalized it. Otherwise, you can always just put stickers on your back brace to like make it, I don't know, cute and aesthetic, I guess. This is my night brace, and I didn't personally personalize it. I did like order the brace with like pre-made designs, so with like app designs. I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. I didn't want like a plain white brace. I thought that was going to be kind of boring. How many hours do we need to wear back brace in a day? I don't know how many hours you need to wear your back brace, or, you know, everybody needs to wear a back brace. Everybody's different. Some people need to wear their brace for 24 hours a day. Some people need to wear them for 10 hours, for 16 hours, 18 hours. You know, for me it was 18 hours. So it really depends. I don't know how many hours you need to, but if you want to know how many hours you need to wear your back brace, then all you gotta do is just ask your doctor, and they will probably tell you how many hours you need to wear your back brace. So yeah, when did you get diagnosed? I got diagnosed, I think, around 2.5 years ago. Do you think you will miss your brace? Definitely not. I'm pretty happy that I had my back brace, but I will not miss it for sure. So how much did your braces cost? A lot. How long have you had scoliosis? I mean, I developed scoliosis, so I don't really know exactly when I started having it. I know I got diagnosed 2.5 years ago, but I probably been having it since I was like 12, something like that, since I've started like growing a lot. Best and worst about your brace. So best is, like I said, it made me grow into a better person, I think. And the worst is just the pain and not being able to wear what you want. You know, that was kind of it. How many back braces have you had? I've had 4 braces in total. 2 of them were pectus braces, and then 2 of them were scoliosis braces. Do you have any humps or anything like that? So I think the correct term is kyphosis. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's kyphosis. But yes, I do. I have like a little hunchback. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was very helpful in a way. I hope you guys learned something about back braces and scoliosis. I know that like a couple of the questions were mostly about like my scoliosis and my experience, but I hope it was still very helpful, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch more, feel free to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified for my new videos. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.